What's up, YouTube? It's Ollie Beans from iFreaking Love This, and in today's video, we're going to be doing a review of the Mountdog Softbox lighting kit. What is a softbox kit, you may ask? A softbox lighting kit is a light that has a reflector in the back of it that actually acts to increase the intensity of the light while also diffusing it. And what this does, it creates a much softer light that is much more even. And it really is the go-to for professional lighting setups. And so today we're going to be reviewing the Mountdog Softbox kit. Many softbox kits, including the Mountdog Softbox kit, will include another panel or a sheet to put over the front of the light that acts as even more diffusion to give you even more even and soft lighting. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get right into the Mountdog Softbox review. First, let's cover what comes in the box. You get the softbox reflector with the lighting mount attached. The 45-watt LED bulb comes in its own box to keep it protected during shipping. You also get an adjustable stand. This kit also comes with a diffusion sheet that I mentioned before that attaches to the softbox with Velcro. Actually, I think I should say hook and loop tape and a handy remote. There's even a bag to carry it all if you need to take the softbox kit to gigs. And all right, let's move on to find out whether this stuff works well or not. All right, let's start with the stand. Well, it's a stand. It stands up. It holds up the light. I mean, what more do you really want? I mean, but seriously, the stand is kind of basic. It's really lightweight, which is going to be great if you're taking it out on gigs. And my dad always told me one thing that served me well throughout the years. Take care of your tools, and they'll take care of you. And that's pretty much what you have to do with this stand. If you take care of it, it will treat you right, but it's not going to be able to hold up to too much abuse. Here's the stand that comes with the Mountdog Softbox kit. It has a 1/4 20 thread on top, which is your standard thread in the camera and light industry. The softbox itself doesn't actually use this thread, but it's handy to have if you need to mount a camera or another light that does use it. There may be stands out there that can take more of a hit and stay upright, but for the most part, if you lay into a stand enough to knock it over, it's going to go down no matter what stand it is. The short of it all is, place your stand in a place where you're not going to run over it. For example, my Mountdog Softbox lights on their stands are always behind my desk, which is up against the wall, so I don't have to worry about them. You can see here that the stand, mind you, without the light on top, because currently both my lights are behind my desk, does wobble a little bit when you knock into it with a decent amount of pressure. But for the most part, light touches up against it, bumping into it by mistake, you're not going to knock the whole setup over unless you really lean into it. And if you do have issues with it falling over, just widen the base. All right, so let's actually see how these lights perform. First of all, I'm currently using 2 of these Mountdog Softbox kits right now. I do have the diffusers over them, and here's the little remote that comes with it. You got a power button, an auto button, a cycle button to go through your previous one, and then you even have a nighttime mode in the middle, and then you've got to decrease and increase the kelvins on the actual white balance, and then you have intensity. I can turn this up here, and then you do also have presets for intensity. Here's 20%. Here's 50%, which is usually what I keep it at. And here's 100%. Then, and what I recommend doing is trying to go for the lowest ISO you possibly can on your camera. Right? This isn't going to turn into a camera tutorial. But I usually don't like my ISO over 400, especially when I'm streaming or making videos, because it can add too much grain to the areas that aren't lit up in the image especially. And so what I generally do is bump my light up all the way and then bump my ISO to say maybe 100. Currently I have it at 160, and then I'll turn my light down until I have an even lighting. And then you also have the temperature of the light. So we have a warm light here, which my camera's not set to receive a warm light right now. This is probably in the 3000s or something here, or the 2000s even. Then you have a white light. I'm sorry, it turned up the intensity at the same time. You have a white light, which is a little bit better, but you can still see a little orange there, right? And so what I use is I use the cold light, and then I have my camera set to 5800 Kelvin for the white balance, which matches what's coming out of the cold light. So being able to have a softbox kit that is an LED so you can actually adjust the white balance on you is really going to be clutch for anybody that's new to getting a more professional lighting setup and to making it easier to work with your camera. I can have this adjust to work with a Logitech webcam. I can have it adjust to work with my GoPro setup that I use for my bigger view, and I can have it to adjust with my A5100 that I have going here for my main camera. So having that remote and having an LED softbox kit instead of a traditional bulb kit, well, I guess the LED is a bulb too, but you know what I mean, is really going to be much easier to adapt to your camera scenario, and then also switching to different locations if you're going out on gigs. And there you have it. The Mountdog Softbox lighting kit is an affordable solution that gives you very close to professional lighting for streaming setups, and it's lightweight enough to take onto gigs with you. If you found this review helpful, I'd of course appreciate a like, maybe even hit that subscribe button and that bell. It does really help the channel out, and it's free for you to do. If you ever have any questions on the videos or tutorials I do, I stream on Twitch 3 nights a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, under the name Ollie Beans. Best thing to do, I'm going to put my link down below. Just give it a follow, and you'll be notified of when I go live. You can come by, ask me questions about the videos and tutorials that I do, or just come bust my chops while I game. I'm Ollie Beans from iFreaking Love This. I'll see you in the next video. Be good to each other.